What if I told you your thoughts could soon be controlled, enhanced, or even uploaded? We are on the precipice of neurotechnological revolutions where AI isn't just learning from us, it's learning with our brains. This video will peel back the layers on how cutting edge advancements are poised to fundamentally redefine what it means to be human. The honest answer is that we are approaching a threshold where the lines between human intellect and the artificial intelligence might blur entirely. And that uncertainty is both terrifying and exciting in equal measures. In 2025, brain computer interfaces have moved from science fiction to scientific realities. Companies like Neuralink, founded by Elon Musk, and Synchron are pioneered what researchers call direct neural pathways, establishing genuine communication between your brains and digital systems. Here's how these systems actually work under the hood. Traditional BCIs use electrodes, arrays, tiny sensors that detect electrical activity from neurons. What do you think about moving your hand? Specific neural patterns fire. These patterns get translated into digital signals that can control prosthetic limbs, computer cursors, or communication devices. But here's where it gets really wild. Never approaches like optogenetics, developed by researchers including Carl Roth at Stanford, use light to control specific neurons. Scientists can literally turn brain cells on and off with precision, creating what some call biological circuitry. Real world applications are already emerging beyond just medical marvels. Patients with locked in syndromes, people who are conscious but cannot move or speak, are using BCIs to communicate through thought alone. Companies like BrainGate have demonstrated what paralyzed patients can control robotic arms with remarkable dexterity just by thinking about movement. Early gaming applications are appearing too. Valve Corporation has experimented with brain computer interfaces for gaming, though we are still in early stages. The question isn't just whether we can create these direct connections, it's whether we should. This is simulated control versus genuine understanding of neural processes. But what happens when AI becomes more than just an interface? This is where things get really interesting. AI isn't just passively reading brain signals, it's actively interpreting, enhancing, and even predicting neural activities in ways that go far beyond simple data processing. Modern AI systems can decode neural patterns with incredibly sophistication. Research by Krishna Shenoy at Stanford demonstrate that machine learning algorithm can predict intended movement from brain activity with over 95% accuracy. These aren't just a pattern recognition system. These are genuinely understanding the language of neurons. But here's the fascinating part. Predictive AI in Neuro-Tech is starting to anticipate movements, thoughts, and even emotions before you are fully conscious of them. Research by neuroscientist John Dalen Haynes shows that AI can detect decision-making patterns in brain scans up to 10 seconds before people report making conscious decisions. What emerges is a truly symbiotic relationship. The AI learns from your brain's unique pattern how you think about movement, language, and spatial concepts. But your brain also adapts the AI. Neuroplasticity research by Michael shows that brain literally rewire themselves when working with these systems. It's like the difference between a parrot that perfectly mimics your thoughts and genuine neural patterns that truly comprehends your cognitive patterns. The AI becomes an extension of your mental processes rather than just a tool you control. This creates what researchers call cognitive symbiosis, a genuine partnership between biological and artificial intelligence. But this raises profound questions about identity, autonomy, and what it means to have authentic thoughts. Think about your experience right now, trying to remember something important. That's where something it feels like to research your memory. To have the tip of the tongue sensation, soon AI might enhances these fundamental cognitive processes. Memory enhancement through Neuro AI integration is already showing promising results. The researcher Theodore Berger at USC has developed neural prosthetic that can restore and enhance memory formation. His system records neural patterns during successful memory formation and can later simulate these same patterns to improve recall. Companies like Kernel, founded by Bryan Johnson, are developing what they call cognitive interfaces that could optimize learning and focus attention. These systems use AI to analyze your brain attentions, patterns, and provide real-time feedback for enhanced concentration. But here's where ethical minefield begins. Cognitive augmentation raises profound questions about equity, identity, and what philosophers call unaugmented divide. If some people have AI enhanced memory, attention, and learning capabilities, what happens to those who don't or can't afford these technologies? Ethicist Andy Clark, who wrote extensively about extended mind memory, argues that we might need new framework for thinking about enhanced versus natural cognitions. Are augmented thoughts genuinely your thoughts? What does enhancement become fundamental alteration of identity? This isn't just a technical question, it's deeply human. It's about who we are as a conscious being and what kind of future we want to create for human cognition. The medical applications represent some of the most compelling and immediate benefit of AI brain integration. We are seeing genuine breakthrough in diagnostic treatment and neural repair that we are unimaginable just years ago. AI-powered diagnostics are revolutionizing early detections and neurological disorders. IBM research shows that AI can detect early signs of Parkinson's disease from speech patterns and movement data years before traditional diagnosis. Similarly, AI systems can identify early markers of Alzheimer's disease from brain imaging with accuracy that often surpasses human science. Targeted neural stimulation is showing remarkable results for treating depression, Parkinson's, and chronic pain. Deep brain stimulation system enhances by AI algorithms developed by companies like Medtronic can precisely modulate neural activity. The AI learns your brain's unique patterns and adjusts stimulation in real time for optimal therapeutic effect. But perhaps most exciting is the promise of neural regenerations and repair. Research teams led by scientists like Grigory Courtine are using AI to guide spinal cord repair, helping paralyzed patients regain movement. The AI systems analyzes the complex patterns of neural growth and can guide stem cells therapies and nerves recognitions with unprecedented precision. These aren't just processing information, they are genuinely understanding the complex dynamics of neural healing and adaptations. We are approaching a threshold where AI guided neural repair might restore functions that was previously lost forever. Now we reach the most profound questions of our technological age. What happens when the line between humans' intellect and artificial intelligence blur entirely? The concept of connecting brains to vast AI network raises what philosopher David Chalmers calls the hard problem of consciousness in new ways. If your thoughts are enhanced by AI, processed through artificial networks, and shared across digital systems, what remains genuinely you? Some researchers like futurist Ray Kurzweil predicting a coming singularity where human and artificial intelligence merge completely. Others like neuroscientist Miguel Nicolelis argue that Consciousness is fundamentally biological and cannot be replicated in digital systems. The prospect of digital consciousness and uploaded mind forces us to ask what gives something the right to be considered genuinely conscious. It is the substrate, biological neurons versus silicon chips, or is consciousness more about the pattern of information processing regardless of underlying hardware? Here's what really keeps me up at night about this. If we can upload thoughts, enhance memory, and share consciousness across networks, do we create a form of digital immorality? Or do we create something entirely new? Hybrid beings that are neither fully human nor fully artificial. Throughout the history, we have had to expand our circle of moral consideration. We have recognized consciousness in other humans, animals, and potentially AI systems. Now we might need to consider hybrid human entities with rights, autonomy, and moral status. This uncertainty creates both opportunity and responsibility. We have a chance to shape how this technology develops to ensure that if we enhance human consciousness with AI, we do it ethically and with proper protections for human dignity and autonomy. The question isn't just whether we can merge minds with machines. It's whether we should. If we do, how we can ensure we do it responsibly, ethically, and in the service of human flourishing rather than replacing what makes us fundamentally human.